You know what's good, YouTube. Well, it's Kratoctavio here, back here once again, and I almost did the wrong entry. And today, people, we're going to be looking at the RU tier in the second week of An Idiot's Guide to. So if you want to skip the team preview, of course, in the description down below, there is going to be a time skip. If you don't want to skip that, let's go ahead and look at the team. Out front, we have the monster boom-bursting choice specs explode. Boom, boom, boom! With Surf, Flamethrower, and Focus Blast. With this combination, you have some very fantastic coverage. If I'm correct, and I could easily be wrong, I believe you actually have perfect coverage. Of course, your go-to move is going to be Boom Burst, which, again, is illegal because Showdown is active. Don't know. I'm recording it straight after yesterday's video, and I have the books I want to talk about because these are books. But anyways. Next, we have an Assault Vest Slowking. Assault Vest Slowking, yes, you've heard me correctly. Actually, should go back. Typical 252, 252, 4th. Because why not? We have an Assault Vest Slowking with Ice Beam, Scald, Psyshock, and Flamethrower. Fantastic coverage out there with Dual Stab and Psyshock and Scald, which is going to really affect their physical side. And we got Ice Beam and Flamethrower affecting their special side. Scald also hits on the special side, but Psyshock hits on the physical side, and Scald can affect their physical attack. So, anyways. Then Assault Vest Slowking, 4 in there. It's going to be 1.5 times 257. I'm going to round that down to 250, so that's going to come out to more than 375. With... Actually, yeah. 375 with 394 in HP. And then you got 252 in special attack. 252 plus, I should say. Special attack. And you're going to be doing very well. You've got the Regenerator ability. That way you can heal any HP that you happen to lose when you switch out. Next is a Whimsicott that's not Prankster. Yeah, that's a strange thing to say. It's a Whimsicott that's not Prankster, and the reason it's not Prankster is because you already have base 116 speed. You're incredibly fast. You're going to be outspeeding most things as it is, and if you can get a Leech Seed off on them behind a substitute, or a Toxic behind a substitute, you're going to be doing very well for yourself. Get a Sub-Protect combo going, that way you can try to stall them out a little bit and whittle down one of their sweepers. Granted, you're not bulky at all, and if you hear that, that's the covers of the books that I'm going to talk about. Then, granted, you're not that bulky at all, but you still can whittle them down as you go along. Next is going to be our lead for the team, the Cobalion. It's going to be more of a supportive Cobalion, with Stealth Rocks, Taunt, and Volt Switch in close combat. What this does is, you lead with Cobalion, set up your Stealth Rocks. If they lead with something, you can taunt them real quick. Set up your own Stealth Rocks, Volt Switch on out on their incoming Pokemon, keep the initiative up. Or you can also, because you already have some decent enough attack, go for a close combat and get some decent damage off on them. Granted, Cobalion's not the best of the Musketeers, but it's still, in my opinion, better than Brazion because it does have more viability and more options. Next, we have our Choice Scarf Pokemon for this team, Emboar. Fun fact, by the way, Emboar is my favorite 5th gen starter. I like Superior and Samurott, but Emboar has some amazing coverage. Because I was doing a Nuzlocke on my own one time with him, and he had the best coverage out of any of them, and I didn't even have to teach him the Keynotes to give him that coverage. Granted, some of the moves were awful, but it was in-game, so as we'll see one day again, he'll come back. The locks will come back, I promise. Anyways, his Choice Scarf, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Earthquake, and Superpower. The only other... Again. Really? We're not going to pay attention to that then. And Superpower. Flare Blitz is going to be our go-to move simply because that hits like a truck. And normally I would go with an Adamant nature if I'm going for Scar, or Adamant or Modest nature, but because he only has base 65 speed, Choice Scarf Jolly seems like the best option for Immor. And then, very similar to last week's, but just a tiny bit different, is Gligar. Gligar is actually going to be a mini Gliscor. It's going to do the exact same thing Gliscor does. It's going to Toxic Stall you out with Protect and Substitute. And so we don't just become Taunt Bait, we also have Knockoff, that way we can get rid of your lefties, or Black Sledge if you have it. If you have Black Sledge, well, we're a little screwed. But we have other Pokemon for that. So let's go ahead and actually get into our first... No. Sorry, that was last week's team. I keep the teams I have good fun with. So let's go ahead and actually try to get into our first battle, and as we do, we find a team that has a Pyroar, has a lead Ambi, a Amoonguss, Drapion, Doublade, Pyroar, and Tyrantrum. So let's go ahead and lead off with the Cobalion, because he doesn't have any ground types. We can freely Volt Switch on anything on his team. Granted, we do have a few things that we have trouble with, especially that Amoonguss. That's lead Toxic Spikes, I'm betting. So I'm going to taunt the Amoonguss, that's going to definitely help. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks here, as this thing's going to go for the Giga Drain, which is perfectly fine by me, because I can go ahead and Volt Switch out on him, and I can head out, actually no, I'm going to Volt Switch out on this Drapion, okay, and I'm going to head to the Emboar. Emboar is going to go ahead and hit him with an Earthquake, as nothing on his team really appreciates an Earthquake that much. I did not appreciate that Earthquake either. But one more Earthquake will be able to take him out. If he heads out to the Ambipom, which in my opinion he honestly should, and go for the Fake Out, then I'm just going to go ahead and actually save this thing as I head out to my Cobalion once again, as he goes for the Fake Out. That's normal gym boosted, so that may not actually be the Fake Out Last Resort set. It's gonna Power Up Punch. Okay, so you're not the Fake Out Last Resort set. I'm actually gonna go Gligar, even though more than likely he has the knockoff. I'm gonna scout for the knockoff real quick. And as we scout for the knockoff, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things I found in that book stash I was talking about yesterday. I don't know if you know the show, but America's Most Wanted, the show that was on a while back. Oh my god, that did nothing. That was on a while back, trying to find all these criminals with John Walsh, I think his name would be. I'm guessing his name is John Walsh. That Protect should be gone. I need to get rid of Protect. Let me give him Roost. Yeah, that's going to be something I do. You're going to see me do that, so. Yeah, it's an autobiography by him. There is a ton, and I mean a metric ass ton, of Tom Clancy books. Rest in peace, Tom Clancy. And Tom Clancy, if you don't know, he's the one that made a lot of games, but he's also a very good author. He's gonna go for the Acrobatics. I'm gonna hit him with a knockoff, and the Toxic will end up killing him. Yeah, if this thing had Roost, it would be a lot better, so I got rid of Protect for Roost. Tom Clancy, like the first one I grabbed, it's the only one I grabbed, was Tom Clancy, Clear and Present Danger. And then for some reason, the people that brought this here had like 3 or 4 copies of Without a Doubt by Mauricia Clark. I'm just gonna go ahead and not read that. What I am gonna do though is I'm going to switch out to my Cobalion, as I can take a Hyper Voice barely and go for the close combat and take this Pyroar out, as he actually switches into his Doublade. I'm going to taunt him to prevent him from setting up a couple of sword stances, as I know the Shadow Sneak will not be able to take me out because I'm back at 23%. I'm going to Volt Switch out on him and go to my Gligar. Yeah, I'm going to go to Gligar. And don't worry, this is not all the books. This is just a few that I've ended up picking up. My favorite. That's not all, folks. It's an autobiography of Walt Disney. Yeah, I'm really interested in this one. I'm actually going to read this one on my own. Sneaky Shadows don't end up taking me out from here, which is perfectly fine. I can hit it with another knockoff. Iron Head will take me out though, so it's unfortunately the case. Yeah, I can English. And I can go for a Earthquake here. I'm really interested in this autobiography on Walt Disney. And again, if you want to know what this one is, because I highly recommend it, and I haven't even write a page of it. It's called That's Not All, Folks. Actually, no, this is not an autobiography. This is by Mel Blanc and Philip Faish. Goes for the Sneaky Shadows. That takes me out, unfortunately. But I can end up taking him out with this Boom Burst. Hopefully I can take him out with this Boom Burst. I'll be surprised if I can't take him out with this Boom Burst, as he switches into the Tyrantrum, which, oh my lordy lord. Unless he's max speed or Scarf, I'm going to outspeed this thing here, more than likely. It's 7 points. So let's hope I actually do outspeed him, which is actually very nice for me. And the second Boom Burst will take out the Tyrantrum. This thing doesn't really have that many switch-ins. A Boom Burst is going to hurt. I don't care who you are, it's going to hurt. Let's go for one more on the Pyroar. As he goes for a Fire Blast, we live it. And we take out the Pyroar. So yeah. Exploud. OP. 174, yep, I outspeed this thing. This thing's physically bulky. But it can take a single Boom Burst. Most things actually get two-shotted by this. And yeah, I know I have 2 full health Pokemon. As he's going to go for that, I'm actually going to go ahead and go for a close combat, because I'm going to go ahead and sack this thing off. As he switches out into the Doublade again. I don't know why I keep on falling for that. Should be able to live one from here. No, he goes for the Sacred Sword. So I'm actually going to head out to my Slowking, because I don't think this thing's going to be able to one-shot me at all. If he wants to switch out into a Moongus, I've got a Flamethrower coming for him. Yeah, Sneaky Shadows cannot take me out, and the Flamethrower can and will take out the Doublade. A Moongus coming in is going to be decent, because let's see. Most of Moonguses are slow, as it is. So I'm going to actually see if I can live a Giga Drain. I should be able to live a Giga Drain. Actually, no, he's going to go for the Spore here. I cannot kill him with the Giga Drain, as the Spore does put me to sleep. That sucks. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this one because I forgot that I was asleep. That my sleep Pokemon was Exploud. Yeah, that's going to be game. I cannot win that battle. Yeah, I'm just going to forfeit this one because I cannot win it at all. I'm going to put these books down. I'm going to leave that loss on that. As we've got a Copagrigus and a Moongus, a Sharpedo, a Jolteon, a Glade, and a Rotom-Mow. he has a bit of an ice weakness. Unfortunately, my only ice move is on Slowking, and both of these things can take me out. But I'm going to lead off with Cavalion, of course. As he's going to lead off with this Amoonguss, I'm going to taunt this thing. Because I don't want to be put to sleep just yet. He's going to fall for the taunt as he goes for the Spore. I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up. As he goes for the... I'm not even sure what HP that is. As I go for my Volt Switch here, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out into Exploud. As he goes for the... I don't even know what HP that could be. It's not HP fighting. I know that now, but... Boom Burst, gonna put me to sleep. Fuck this Pokemon, seriously! Imbor, just come in. Can I outspeed this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna outspeed this. Just take a Flare Blitz to the face. I don't care who you send in. Take a Flare Blitz to the face is all I ask of you. It's gonna send in the Kratoctavio, which is fine. I don't care that I'll lose my... Can you not take that so well? As I'm gonna switch out to Whimsicott. Pain Split. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a sub as he's going to go for a Nasty Plot. Okay. Let's hit him with the Seeds. Go ahead and hit him with the Leech Seed on the Kratoctavio. I do well in RU, I just can't win because I'm awful at everything I try. Leech Seed, the Shadow Ball is going to take that down. Which is really unfortunate. I'm actually predicting another one, so I'm going to send in my Exploud to try to wake up here. If I can wake up here, I'd be very, very happy. I'm going to get a little bit more recovery, and I'm going to go for the Boom Burst. Hopefully I wake up. I doubt I will. Oh my luck, I never will. I'll be asleep forever. Seriously. Amoonguss, stop. As he's going to go ahead and switch into his Gallade. If I could wake up, I'd appreciate it, but of course I don't, because I cannot do that thing. Gligar is going to come in as he goes for the Substitute. That's very no. Get out of that, get out of that. Shit. I've just lost. I have just lost, right there. That's what's going to cost me the win. I'm going to go for the Leech Seed. Here, I'm going to get him behind the sub. This is the case that the Infiltrator is actually better for me. As he goes for Psycho Cut. Okay, so that's unfortunate. But I am going to go for a Protect here. And he's going to go for another Psycho Cut. That will get me up to enough HP. That way I can live one more. But I'm going to go for a Toxic here. It's going to get poisoned. Psycho Cut's going to bring me down to 9. One more Protect. Oh, shit. Toxic and Leech Seed is going to start stacking up on him as I'm going to go for a sub. I can live this because of the Substitute. Leech Seed and the Toxic is slowly taking this thing out. Protect one more time and it will take him out this turn. Okay, I'm good. Wait, it will take him out, right? Okay, good. That was genuine concern from me right there. As the Amoonguss is going to come in. And because I have no idea what else to do, I'm going to head out to the Cavalion. And I'm going to go for the Volt Switch on this thing. He cannot put me to sleep, thankfully. And I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch on out. Go out to... Imbor? How much did that do last time? No, I'm going to Volt Switch out on the Kratoctavio. I will actually take that one. as I'm going to go for the Scald here, since that kind of sucks. Okay, so he gets burned and I get pain splitted. Pain splitted? English me. Use it. Which is kind of what I wanted, to be honest. But because he cannot... You can't win this. I have a regenerator. Like, what's my low... Who has the least amount of... Okay. So I'm just gonna go out to my Whimsicott, as you can go for a pain split here, as no, you're just gonna do that. Really? Please not. I'm gonna protect here, see what he's gonna go for. As he's going to go for the Shadow Ball, which is fine by me because I can get a Leech Seed off on him. I will not live this, of course, because I'm awful at everything I do in life and everyone hates me and I hate myself. That's relevant. Gonna go out to the Emboar. I'm just gonna Flare Blitz this thing. And yes, I know I'm an awful player and I should be good after all this time, but I'm not. I'm sorry. Like, I'm legitimately sorry that I'm not good enough. But I take out the Cofagrigus. He wants to send in Sharpedo, which would be his best option. He can, but... I again cannot win this battle, I don't think. If I get to the point where I can't win, I'm just going to forfeit, and I need to keep that in mind. I've already had one battle. My opponent is not moving, which is unfortunately seeming to be the case here. Let's see. I wish he was stupid enough to send out the Rotom-O, because I would keep him in, and just go for a Flare Blitz on this thing. Wish he was stupid enough to send out the Jolteon, because that thing's frail. She was incredibly stupid enough to go out for the Amoonguss. Thank you for being stupid enough to go out to the Rotom-O. Flare Blitz. Trick! It's gonna give me a Scarf for a Scarf, and I'll take him out. Okay. That was a strange decision. Even if he goes out to the Sharpedo here, I think I should be able to outspeed him at plus, I mean, with the Scarf. Unless he gets to +1, then I'm screwed. Yeah. If he sends him out, I'm gonna go ahead and take a switch to my Cobalion, as I can go for a close combat here. He fails to protect, which is nice. And a close combat should be enough to take him out. As he goes for the Earthquake, yeah, this is gonna take him out, because he has Life Orb. Close combat takes out the Sharpedo, as his best option is to go out to the Jolteon, but no, he decides to forfeit because that was half his team. I'm going to count that one. He's got Delphox hit on top. Are you going to be that guy that makes half your team shiny? I'm not even going to look over his team because he's going to be that guy. All I'm going to say is the fact that I don't... got a tiny bit of a ground weakness. But of course I'm going to lead off Cobalion. As he's going to lead off Durant. And I'm going to taunt this thing. I hopefully can outspeed. No, he's going to Hone Claws. Oh, can you stop that, please? I'd very much appreciate that one. If you could, like, stop doing that, that would be awesome. But he goes for the Iron Head. I swear to God if we flinch. Because yesterday we got 3 flinches in a row on Bisharp. I mean, Bisharp got 3 flinches in a row on us, and that was bollocks. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get a slow Volt Switch out on this thing. If I don't flinch, that is. I'm going to go for an Iron Head, I swear to God if I flinch. I don't flinch, thankfully. And I can go out to my Gligar. And just kind of like sub-Bruce stall. As he goes for the Stone Edge, which is unfortunate for me. He's gonna break my sub here, and I can go for a roost. Oh, he's just gonna go for that. You're weakening yourself. I'm gonna go for the knockoff on this Durant, as that does end up taking out my sub, and the knockoff takes out the Durant. So we're good to go for Durant now. He sends in the Claw Elixir, which seems like the obvious choice. Hopefully it's choice specs. But no, he sends out Delphox instead. Let's go ahead and switch out to Slowking. I know he probably has the Grass Knot, but that would be fine because I can just go ahead and click Scald here. Hopefully this will do a good little bit. Hopefully this is enough to take out the Delphox. I highly doubt it is, but especially with him at being +1. But maybe it will be. Hopefully it will be. I doubt it will be, but maybe it will be. Is he 252 in HP? Yes, he is. I had to make sure on that. Sorry about that. But he's going to go for the HP Grass or Electric. He stole my Assault Vest! You bastard! That's what you get for stealing a man's Assault Vest. Do not steal a soldier's Assault Vest. I dare you to go up to a soldier and take his Assault Vest. I don't even know what an Assault Vest is a real thing. If it is, please don't threaten me, because I'm stupid. But because I don't really need this thing for anything else, I'm going to go ahead and just sack it off. But now I can send in the X-Cloud. I'm not going to outspeed him, but that will be fine. Actually, I do outspeed him somehow. And I take him out with one Boom Burst. If he wants to go for the Mach Punch here, why are you not Intimidate? You should be Intimidate. You should be Intimidate Assault Vest. And you make no sense. You make no sense! I'm sorry if anyone is Italian and they were offended by that. But I thought Mario, and I decided to do the most stereotypical Italian accent I could possibly do. As he goes for the Rock Slide, that is doing absolutely nothing to me. That thing does not have... That's doing even less. So I'm going to set up a sub, and I'm going to go for the Roost here. I don't know why you don't just switch out to your Claw Elixir. You have a Claw Elixir right there. Yeah, we want that one. Oh, I'm actually climbing up the ladder a little bit. I'm not... Do not forfeit. Do not forfeit. Do not forfeit. I'm not trying to ladder at all. And he's going to insult me. Okay. Just saying, you have a Claw Elixir right there, bud. Don't be pissy just because you can't figure out the obvious play. Let's see. I can go ahead and get another Roost off, as that's not going to break my sub. Next turn, it should break my sub. As I'm just going to go ahead and not be... As I'm not going to be outspent. That's unfortunate. But he ends up taking himself out. Don't know why you didn't just go out to him in the first place. You literally had no reason not to go out to him. Take me out with the Water Pulse. That is perfectly fine. That's a Life Orb. So that is not Scarf or Specs. And I will outspeed this thing. And I can just go for a Wild Charge. And not take him out. That's unfortunate. And he does end up taking me out, though. So let's go to Whimsy. And let's just Seed. Let's just Leech Seed the Skull Elixir and take him out. Why now, my poop? What? The hell did I just say? Oh my poop. Oh my poop. I need to stop words. Go ahead, take out the Whimsy. I don't care. I've got this battle won. Because you're a Life Orb set. I have Roost Stall. Go ahead. Whatever you want to go for, I don't care. I'm just going to Toxic Leech Seed stall you to death, and Gligar is going to win me this battle. So Return's going to do 35, that's fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and say GG. You can return me if you want. You can return me if you want. That is a very strange sentence that I did not actually think I was going to be saying today, but I did, so it wasn't. My GG finally shows up after all that time. I don't know what it was doing, but with a sub, the return will take me down with a critical hit. I kind of love that I got a critical. Oh, he's pissed. So as we leave with the pissed off G-Mendia, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And so if you enjoy the content, smash the like button, subscribe, come back tomorrow. Maybe we'll get someone even pissier than him, probably me, because I fucking hate you. But I have a strategy, we'll see. And until then, thank you for watching again. And I will hopefully see you then. Peace. And I'm sorry I can never do my my outro right, because I'm just not good at things. But anyways, peace.